So welcome back again. This is Football Pitch Fans, and as you know, we used to talk about football, tactical analysis, and here we'll discuss and dissect matters regarding football. And today we want to do a review on Spurs versus Chelsea. And here in the studio with me, I have
Ice Cowboy Palmer,
Palmer.
Unwa Maresca. I don't go back Palmer.
It's not Padro again. It's not Padro again.
Palmer.
All right, so let's look at this game. Let's really know how, what's going to happen and what's really going on with Chelsea. I want to ask you this question first of all. Tell me, with the whole red card saga, it seems Chelsea, doesn't seem to be, disciplined, because red card have actually cost you, if not 3 or 2 games, red card have actually cost unnecessary red cards. And right now, the saga still continues. Now, tell me, how do you think these Chelsea players can be curtailed when it comes to discipline? To really know how to manage game. Right now, the lap is a doubt. Just coming back from injury and it's a doubt. Will you say Chelsea lack of discipline have actually, affected this player in much way than they actually make you lose lots of points?
Well, to me, from what I'm seeing as a football lover and a football fan, the team lacks discipline. But then there are still senior players that has come out from the team to say that the discipline level in the team is just fine, which is not being played out on the pitch. Yeah, my team is having issues with discipline. Yeah, a lot of silly cards coming, a lot of cards that can be avoided. Now take note of it. A lot of cards that can be avoided. Our last match in the Carabao Cup, the lab came and got 2 yellow cards in 7 minutes. 2 yellow cards in 7 minutes. You've been awaiting, you've been needed, and then your first move you did after coming back from injuries to deplete the squad is not nice. And Maresca has to sit up in his discipline standards. I don't know what you are telling those boys. I don't really know what you are telling those boys, because it has never happened before in this Chelsea team. It has never happened before. Where is this red card saga coming from? My players used to be very disciplined. Maresca, are you letting these guys have freedom to express themselves all rounds? You don't do that. There are restrictions on the pitch. There are places where there should be restrictions. And in the discipline area, Maresca has a lot of job to do. The players have improved in their style of play. Yes, they are improving. But when it comes to discipline, I don't know. I don't know if you should get a priest, an imam, or a lot of people to sit them down and lecture them how to be peaceful.
But I don't think you can actually blame that on Maresca, the coach, because he's not the one in the pitch. He's not the one instructing those tackles to be made. I feel like the players are professional. They have to read the game. If the players are disciplined enough, they will know when a tackle is needed and when a tackle, don't have to go in. The other time in Champions League, you're already winning. You are still plunging in on a player in the opposition half. It's not a coach fault. So you will not have to blame it on Maresca.
Well, why I'm blaming it on Maresca, he can urge them during training, yeah? You can urge them. That's why they train.
No, this power is like, let's say, reflex actions. It's not something you can actually train for.
You're the professionals. You're professionals.
Of course.
I can train there's some things I can train. I can even train myself on things I do on impulse. Talking of players that are being paid weekly. And this money we're talking of is a lot of funds. You are supposed to train yourself. If the coach, if the football said you're supposed to direct your life in a particular way, you are supposed to script your life for your team to progress. You script your life. You script yourself during the pitch. You know how to do. Like, I will not blame the gaffer. I will not blame the gaffer totally, because he came out for the first time. He was not even trying to favor his players or guide them or shadow them. He came out and called the last tackle stupid and careless. He went all out. He was all out on the lap. He wasn't happy. And for the gaffer to be that angry, it shows that that's not what he's teaching them. Obviously, that's not what is happening in the training ground. So I'm urging my Chelsea players, calm down, be less violent, be disciplined. All those avoidable cards that you are getting is hurting us.
Right now, shame on them. I would say shame on the players for really getting, series of red card in matches and actually, cause the team to drop points. It's really crazy how those red card actually fly in Chelsea game. Right now, let's actually proceed. Tell me, talking about stats right now, Chelsea is sitting ninth on the table. Ironically, will you say Chelsea is, instead of progressing, they're really retrogressing back? Because right now, Tottenham is sitting third on the table, whereas Chelsea, going to this encounter, is sitting ninth on the table. Will you tell me how it has been for Maresca? Will you say it's a case where instead of going forward, Chelsea is really going backwards?
Nah, I won't say it's a case of retrogression. Yeah, we win some, we lose some. It's obvious, yeah. It's obvious, yeah. We win some, we lose some. And in the league, we don't have a lot of losses, yeah. And if you check from the ninth to fifth points, is a very close margin. So we're still at that level. We can still bounce back. I don't think there's a retrogression at the moment. Maresca can still win games. You can still bring out tactics to win games. I still believe in him very, very much. I believe we can still win games and we can still progress from next week, from coming up from this week, next match. We're winning Tottenham and we're progressing. And we're going forward from there.
All right, so let's actually go forward. Let's proceed. Let's look at tactics going into this game, because we've actually seen like 2-3 games. We've actually seen Maresca tactics winning Chelsea that game, even though they don't have enough personnel in players to really play out those games. But with the tactics, it actually paved way that Chelsea salvaged points in those games. Right now, let's look at it this way. I've seen Chelsea fans actually calling out Tosin for the last goal being scored. And right now, they're labeling him not fit enough to really, play in that Chelsea defense, because since this season started, it has been Chelsea defense has been a problem. And it feels Maresca is yet to solve the problem, pending January for signings to come in. But before that, right now, let's really look at it. Will you tell me Tosin is not that player you need right now at the moment? And that last goal being scored, you considered in the Premier League last, tell me from your heart against Sunderland, will you say it was Tosin's fault, or you feel the system that Chelsea defends, because we've actually seen Arsenal, is the system, not actually individual, is the system, how collectively they defend helps to protect the back line. So will you tell me that is the system Maresca is actually using that is exposing Chelsea defense line more, or you feel the personnel is not fit enough and good enough to really play a good defensive play, in Chelsea?
Well, for me, Tosin has to do a lot to impress me. He's not impressed me since he came to my club. He's not done anything to impress me since he came to my club. So he has to do a lot. And just to answer, I will answer your question with just in few seconds. Yeah. Akimapong was doing a great job. Akimapong didn't concede.
But he was faulty in the first goal scored.
The first goal scored. He was the one that made the clearance. He was even the one that headed the ball and made the clearance. It was even João Pedro that was watching the striker score, that was watching the striker put the ball into the net.
Achimapong actually keep them up onside, because he was actually inside the post when the rest of the defender were actually out. They already stepped out, but he actually stayed in and actually played them on. And that's how the first goal actually came.
He tried to make a clearance, but I think Akimapong was in the game for me. And the sub, bringing out Akimapong and bringing in Tosin is a sub that I still want Maresca to open my head and explain it to me. Because if he explains it to me physically without opening my head, I don't go understand. He needs to open my head and explain it for me, because we both know, Maresca, this is for you. We both know, you and I both know that Tosin is horrible 1v1. Tosin has never gotten or won any 1v1 clash. He has not for Chelsea. In case if anybody has a video to quote me wrong, please send. I want to be quoted wrong.
Send it to the comment section. Let's see.
Send it to the comment section. I would love somebody to quote me wrong. Tosin has not won any 1v1 battle, and he's a central back.
So how's he playing all this while?
Can you imagine? No, can you imagine? Like, we need to left for me. Well, we know by you, we came with a free transfer. We need to pursue that guy. If left for me, we need to send that guy away.
So you don't think it's the system, the defensive system Chelsea is actually using?
If Achimapong was still in that game, Achimapong and Chaluba would have been more compact. That player said that scene for no happen. That scene, that Tosin was trying to, I don't know what he was doing, trying to twerk in front of the player, guide a ball that, make a tackle, go for the ball. If you are beating, you are beating. We know, okay, they don't beat you. You were dribbled. But go for the ball. You did not do anything. You were just trying to accept pressure. Trying to accept pressure until the guy got an option, passed the ball and scored in front of you, Tosin. Tosin is horrible in 1v1. That's all I can say. Very horrible in 1v1. And I don't want such as my central back. I don't want such as my last defender. Maresca, they set us up with this Tosin guy many times. Many times. And it's not nice. It's not. I prefer Achimapong. Achimapong, that is not even a natural central back, did a very good job in that match than Tosin. Adarabayo, Uncle Tosin.
It's all right. We've actually seen it. And right now, talking about team news, yes, Delap is actually back from injury, but the record will really, get him landed in this game. And also Tottenham, they've actually had lots of injury crisis. And Udogi, Romero, a lot of them, Madison, are injured. And Chelsea actually has all what it takes to really, go into this game and get a result. Because right now, at the moment, Tottenham is not in the best place they need to be squad-wise, I would say. Right now, before we actually conclude, tell me, what is your expected scoreline in this game? What is your prediction going into this game?
Well, it's going to be a low scoring.
Why are you feeling low? Why are you feeling low?
It's for midfield. This Tottenham guy is not really smart. And London derby, you understand? We've cost them. They have cost us. Now we make them no win league. It's since they paint them till tomorrow. I will make them no win league 26. Now we gave Leicester City the league, and it's still hurting these London boys. You see, they paint them till tomorrow. So anytime they hear Chelsea, they come out with their A game, and for that reason, and they get midfield too, Paulinho, Bentancur, and Simmons. That midfield no be here. So for that reason, I also get midfield, and my midfield is a doubt. Caicedo a doubt, Enzo a doubt. But for still that reason, I'm giving Chelsea a straight win. I'm giving Chelsea a 2-1 win.
Chelsea 2-1 win. It's really not bad. It's actually a good prediction scoreline, I would say. Going into this game, I feel like it's going to be so open, and looking at the quality both sides actually have. Chelsea can actually start well, but the question has to be, will they continue and sustain that momentum till the end of this game? Will they concentrate and don't lose concentration till the end of this game? We actually saw it in Carabao Cup. At the wake of Carabao Cup, everything comfortable and all. Between a twinkle of an eye, in the second half, everything actually changed. It was a dicey situation for Chelsea, but yet they salvaged the result. So going into this game, I feel Chelsea will start well, but finishing well is what I don't actually, see in this game. So I'm looking and poising this game to be a 2-2 draw. Chelsea playing out a 2-2 draw with Spurs this weekend. But let's see how it is. Just our prediction, right? Thank you so much, and this is where we're actually wrapping it up right now. Thank you so much for listening even up to this moment. Your humble host, Benny Lina, and here in the studio with me, I have
Ice Cowboy Palmer, aka Nwa Maresca.
Stay with us, because after this game, we'll bring you all raw fan experience to this game, and also our watch along is on the way coming for this game. And after that, we'll grant fan interview, and this is where fan actually aid their view about the match. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.